Hey everybody, welcome to Hills and Gills. Chuck here with you today, and we're back to tie a popeye jig, guys. And we're going to be tying it out of a good old Eastern Kentucky Appalachian Mountain Gray Squirrel Tail. Squirrel Tail makes some killer jigs, whether you tie 1/16, 1/32, even up to an 1/8 ounce jig. This is a killer hair to tie with. And it's got great color patterns in it. It's got the browns, it's got the blacks, and the whitish gray. And besides that, it looks killer in the water. And when you pair it up with like a nice 1 32 ounce popeye jig like it's right here, you've got a killer brim jig, big crappie jig as well. So this is what we're getting ready to tie. Just a super simple little squirrel tail jig. Let's get him tied. Okay guys, let's get this little popeye jig tied up here. If you want to know how we paint our jig heads, got a link down in the description for you on how we do that, a step by step. But as for right now, we're going to be adding some A thread. This is by Do It. We're going to go down about 1/4 of a way and then right back up behind that jig head there. Get rid of that tag. Now get our squirrel tail here. I love squirrel tail. You know, it's just not good for a mounts, whatever you like to call them. I call them a mounts. You know, the spinners, kind of like a rooster tail. They got the squirrel tail on the back of them. They also make, squirrel tails also makes awesome jigs. So we're just going to get us a little pinch right here. And it doesn't take very much for a popeye jig. Look how small this hook is here. So what I usually do right on the squirrel tail itself, I'll just pinch up some. This is very flexible hair. So you can just pull some of it out to get you a good measurement. Take a little bit of this out right here. That's a little bit too much for a popeye. That right there shall do the job. Just a little pinch like that is all it takes. We'll go ahead and get it cut. Just like so. Brush some of that loose hair out of it. And then we'll bring it down and get a good measurement on it. I want it to stick back just a little bit past that hook right there. This is ideal for like brim, a crappie killer, just a good old panfish type jig what we're tying up here. So about right there, I'll take my measurement. I'll cut this excess off here. And then we'll just go ahead and lay it right on top of the shank of that hook. We'll give him a couple tight wraps there. And then we'll just push down on him, making sure he's going to go all the way around to bend that hook. What I usually do, I'll just take my vise, get it loose, and just work with it where it's a smaller hook. It shouldn't take much to push his hair down over it. That's looking good right there. We want to go all the way around the shank of that hook with this. Just like it right there. Now next, we just want to pull it back a little. It kind of went up toward the top of the jig head there. Now all we got to do is just add some tight wraps right up toward the back of that jig head. We're not going to add no flash to this whatsoever. This is just going to look like a little minnow type bait fish, little bug, whatever they may be thinking it is, that is type of jig. So we'll give him some nice tight wraps here. Bring it right back up to the back of that jig head there. And then we're going to give him 5 wraps with a whip finisher. Make sure we seat it good. And then I like just going ahead, brushing all this out right here. It's looking good. When we want to get it brushed out, then I'll just go ahead and on small jigs like this, I'll just add some Sally Hansen to it. Instead of using the super glue like I usually use, I'll just get a little bit of Sally Hansen. I'll go all around that thread, and then I'll just give a nice coat over that jig head right there. Well, guys, there you go, the little squirrel tail popeye jig. I love squirrel hair. It's got the brown, the black in it. It's got the whitish gray. It has got an excellent color when you're out there fishing for those brim, fishing for those crappie, and pairing it up with a little popeye jig or 1 32 ounce like this right here. This is a killer right here. I added some Sally Hansen to it. I let that dry, put it on the jig head too, and this bad boy is ready to get out there and fish with. So if you like the video, guys, I hope you give us a thumbs up. Hope you follow us over on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. Don't forget to check the link out down in the description on other jig ties that we do. And until next time, we'll see you right here at Hills and Gills. Stay safe out there on the water and have a great day.